Hey guys, thank you so much for purchasing my Sugar Daddy kit. Let's talk about something I find very important, which is fire safety, okay? Guys, okay, when you're doing conjure work, you're dealing with fire, oil, and herbs that can easily catch on fire. So what I'm going to want you guys to do is to take precautions, okay? Now, this is a plastic, but I would never recommend you work with plastic. I would recommend that you work with a regular porcelain plate or a clay plate, you know, those type of things. But it doesn't really matter what plate you use. I'm always precautious, like aluminum foil. Put some type of aluminum foil over it, okay? Make sure that you're always safe. Don't take any chances and burn it, especially on a plastic top. No. I've used regular plates, but I prefer a regular plate and putting some aluminum foil over it, okay? It's just to be precautious. Again, when your candles are burning, please monitor them. Do not leave your candles unmonitored. And when it comes to your, oil, you don't have to pour a whole bunch. It's just enough, Sometimes I'll show you. I'll put my finger like halfway to control how much I'm pouring. Don't gulp it down. A little with this can go a long way if you know how to use it. Always monitor, because again, some people, these pillar candles stand pretty well. That's why I chose these. That's why I didn't choose 7-day candles. But be careful, because you always want to make sure it's on a solid table or somewhere solid where it won't fall and then catch fire. So make sure that it's in a safe place and monitor your candles as they burn, okay? And that's just my fire safety before we actually start, all right? And one piece of advice, if you do have a fire, you can always use, believe it or not, baking soda, okay? And those are my safety instructions before we actually start the video. During the video, you'll see this, okay? But you really need this, okay? Take that into mind, all right? And let's start with the instructions. Watching this video, you have most likely purchased the Sugar Daddy kit, and you're waiting on these instructions to come through. And we're going to go through a few ways to work the kit, okay? So what you should have already received in your bag is a red 9-inch pillar candle, a purple 9-inch pillar candle, your Sugar Daddy oil, and your sachet powder, which you can use for various things along with the Sugar Daddy oil, and of course a beautiful sachet, to put your stuff in. And I've also realized you can use this as a mojo bag. It just hit me. I was like, oh, this can be used as a mojo bag, or you can use this if you want to use it to make an actual mojo bag, okay? So you would use a red string sachet. Okay, guys, so I'm going to start off with the simplest way to use this kit, because I know some of us just want to hit the ground running. So what you would always do is, if you have Florida water or some sort of salt water, so you're going to clean, okay? Make sure to clean. So you'll put a little tiny bit and you'll clean it, okay? And take a white like napkin and just make sure it's dry. Make sure it's dry, y'all. Even if you have to sit it down for a few minutes. Again, repeat. dry it up, okay? So I like to do it on a plate. To me, gold, green, prosperity, that type of stuff, but you can also use a red or even a purple plate, okay? Now I'll clean this and I'll wipe it down, okay? You should always be cleaning all of your spiritual, items. Now, you're going to write your petition, okay? Here's one way to help, okay? Who, what, and why is what I like to use. So who are you aiming the actual work at? What is it that you want from them? And I don't think you always need why, that's kind of like whatever, why, because I need money for blah, 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 which you don't really have to. So it's really who and what. Make sure you write your petition very clearly, okay? A petition only makes sense when you have a clear objective. If it's all over the place, it's not going to make sense. Okay, so write down, I want such and such to, help me pay my rent. I want such and such to help me finance a car. I want such and such to blah, 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 whatever you want them to do. Because remember, you're using the art of seduction, so, or I want to go to work and have him spend blah, blah, blah. I want him to take me to the mall. That type of stuff, so that you know what it is that you want, okay? So always, another tip, do not make your sugar daddy kit so damn extra. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, don't make it extra. Don't be like, oh, sometimes it is a little bit too much. So be realistic on what you can get to, okay? If you're around like millionaires, of course you can write, but if you're not, you gotta be realistic, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so once that petition, if you have a certain person in mind who you're trying to basically attract, you would have him here. He looked kind of sugar daddy-ish, don't he? Like, he about his money and, his business. So what you would do is you would write your name, okay? You would write your name 7 times. No, I'm sorry. You would write his name 7 times. Then you would write your name over his name 7 times. Okay? Now, you would take the oil, okay? The sugar daddy oil, which already has a mixture. So it's a mixture of certain herbs in here that help to attract and that help to kind of arouse, okay? So this is when you have a target. So you'll pour it on there, okay? Pour it on there. It is made. You'll take the picture and you'll take your petition, right? And it's simple conjure, so it doesn't get too complex, okay? Now you're going to take this and you're going to pour the oil, okay? Not a lot, like probably like this much. It doesn't need to be, don't be like good. No, just drip enough. Drip some around the plate. You can also take some oil, put it in your hands and rub it on the plate, okay? So put it here. Remember to put your oil, okay? And now you have your sachet, okay? Now you're going to take your sachet and you're going to pour. This is not the actual sachet powder because, girl, it's valuable. It's a lot of expensive herbs that I had to crush to put in the sachet, okay? So this is just an example of the sachet. But you're going to put that, you see what I'm saying? Put that. And you know, if you want to spice it up some more, take some cayenne pepper, throw some cayenne pepper on top of it, throw some dried roses, throw some ginger on it if you want, throw some cinnamon on it. But if you're trying to get some quick results, it's going to be cayenne pepper, okay? So now you would take the red candle. Now you're going to take your Sugar Daddy oil and put it upwards. Don't go down, go up. So you'll take the oil, put some in your hands, and you're going to go upwards. Up, 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 up. Okay? And then you're going to take this oil and you're going to put it up. And say his name, y'all. Say what you want to happen. I want such and such to spend. I want him to buy me a purse. I want him to pay my bills. I want to become his sugar baby. Or be like, I need you to start to spend more money on me. I need you to start taking me out. I want you to pay me more attention. I want our sex life to be better. Like, or I want control over such and such. I want domination over such and such. Another thing that you can do is also write your petition on here. Write it around what you want your actual candle to do. Write your petition, okay, on here with what you want to happen. Again, be realistic. Don't be like, I want to win a $1 trillion in the lottery. You know, like, be realistic, but still make it like relatable to yourself. And or I want clients to blah 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 blah. So you'll take it, okay? You have to, some people have to take a lighter and burn it because these are pillar candles. Some people find candle holders that can hold their pillar candle, which you can find at like Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and they'll just sit it on top of the candle holder, so it'll be on top of here. Some people like me, because I don't give a bleep, I'll just sit it right there, and it should sit. It should sit. And you can also, so you're not only demanding, but you're also trying to arouse him at the same time, because that's how you're going to get the moolah, dinero, or favors that you want, okay? So then, move this a little bit closer. Then you're going to light your candles, okay? Now, this is when the actual ritual starts, okay? This is when you have to go and say, guys, if I'm moving too fast, rewind it, watch it again. Because normally for myself, I have to watch things over and over anyways. So you're going to, you know, make sure that it's really good to have some like roses burning, some like vanilla, some cinnamon, shit, burn all of them, you know, burn them while you concentrate on attracting what it is you want, you know. So if you work in the sex industry, if you work in the adult entertainment industry, so you're wanting more higher paying clients, you're wanting things to speed up. So here's what I would advise for you. I would advise that you use the red candle so that you can get your clients to be more in a hurry and a haste, and allow the powder and the oil to kind of do the like work for you. You see what I'm saying? If you're just trying to just lust up your like love life, let that red candle, you won't need that purple candle yet. Let it do it. Now, some people ask, how long should you let your candle burn, okay? Now, I like to break it down into 7 days, okay? Now, some people don't really understand. You can mark it, mark it, mark, for 7 days. So it's going to burn about maybe 30 minutes a night. Again, when it's burning, put your ritualistics into it. Sit down. I don't even know if that's a word. And sit down and call upon what it is that you want, okay? Call upon what it is that you want to happen. All right. So also another thing. All right. So some people ask once it's done, okay? So once it's done burning, once it's done burning, you can dispose of it. And some people's papers will go completely, up in fire. So please, yeah. So basically after that, you can, once it's done burning, there's so many different ways to dispose of it. Like, you can keep the paper. Some people will keep it and carry it in their purse, or once it's done burning down to a waxy finish, they'll take it and put it in a pouch and carry it in their purse like a mojo, and they'll feed it periodically. So it's turned into their sugar daddy mojo, or whoever they're trying to control. You see what I'm saying? Throw in some herbs, okay? Throw in some dried roses. Throw in something an herb that is with love or whatever, or you can simply put it in there and just use your sugar daddy pack. So that's one of the simpler ways to use it. So here's another way you can use your sugar daddy kit. So you're like, man, fuck this. I'm trying to look. I'm single. I'm back on the prowl, and I know I'm worth it. And I'm tired of these broke men, or I'm tired of men who are not generous. I got bills, I got kids, I got problems, I got school loans, I got house loans, whatever. No judgment here, okay? So it's what you need. So you're like, I want to attract somebody who is going to be generous, or I work in a field where I work with men and my sex appeal helps to pay bills. I want to enhance it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, bam, bet. All right. So you're going to take your picture, and again, don't forget your petition. You're going to write, I would like to meet a very generous man who would be willing to blah blah blah, or I would like my boyfriend to see whatever, or I want my clientele to increase by blah blah blah, whatever it is in the sex industry. I want to be a money magnet, okay? So here it is. So you'll take your picture, right? Let me show y'all. You'll take your picture. You'll have your petition. You'll take your picture. Some people like to fold it. If you like to, I don't care. I like to just leave mine wide open. That's just me. But some people, so why don't we do it where we fold it? But I like to just leave it open, and I'll show you why. So guys, you'll get some money. I'm just getting some money from a whole other country, and you're going to place, because you're going to be a money magnet. So you're going to take, you can use a $5 bill. Of course, the higher you go, the better it is. And once the work is done, you can take the bill and fold it and put it under your bra, or put it somewhere, because this is going to attract people who have money, okay? Or you can take the whole thing and fold it together and wear it. or put it in a pouch, all of this, and wear it, okay? Now, you'll take your dollar, your $20 bill, however you want to put 100. Of course, the more you sacrifice, the more you can get back. That's just how the universe works. So you're going to take it and write down your petition on here too if you want. You know what's up, it's up to you. And then so you can either put it in front of it or put it in the back of it. It's up to you. Make sure it's a crisper bill so it's not so crunchy. So that's if you're trying to bring clients in for money, or people who you want to come and spend money and things of that like manner, okay? So I'll just leave it there, okay, since you're trying to bring money. So you're going to take your sugar daddy oil, same thing, sugar daddy oil, put some around here too. And if you just one of them, you just trying to be extra, take you some dried roses, y'all, put it around there. It helps ceremonially. I mean, it's cute, because roses do it brings a certain type of energy into the environment. So you'll just take that. That's actually really pretty. Some of these are dry, so they'll break off. Because roses do represent like romance and blah, 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 and that type of thing. So I would use red roses. I wouldn't use pink because pink is more around love. So, put that there just to make it pretty. Now, listen to this carefully. You can use hot pepper to make it real hot. Like if you're in a hurry and like you got to go to work tomorrow, or like in a week if you want faster, but they're going to be intense. Okay, so if you use really hot pepper, it's going to be intense. So it may be like a week or two where it's intense and then it dies down quick. Or you can use cinnamon, which has more of a gradual rise. You see what I'm saying? Or ginger, which hits but then calms down. So it's just depending on how intense you want it to be. So you'll go and you'll put your red candle again on top of there. And I recommend you burn it for 7 days. Now, if you are like, look, I don't want to burn it for 7 days. I want to burn it for whatever. You'll write down, don't forget to write down, I want to be a money magnet. I want money to come in, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Write your petition on here and make sure to write down your name on here and sit it down. Always monitor your burning candle. I'm not responsible if your house burns down. So go ahead and mark how many days. If you only want it to burn for 3 days, then 1, 2, 3, but always monitor your candle. Once that's done, you'll say, I want to be a money magnet. I want men to spend money on me. I want to be tipped well. You can even put coins on here too. So coins, okay? So why don't we go into the next way that you can also use this, okay? So let's say that you want to attract a man who has money, or you already have a target. You already have a target. You're going to burn both at the same time because you're trying to take control of the situation, okay? So you're going to burn that at the same time. One way that you can really work someone really, really well is by putting them in a mojo bag too. So once this is done burning, don't let it burn. You can just once it's a small wax, you can just turn it off and then let it And then if you can, put it in here. Put it in here. That's why some people prefer to fold it. Okay? Because once it burns down, they can easily put it inside of here. So it's up to you, because that wax will make it harder. Okay? So that's one way to use it. You can also use shredded up money. You can put money all over here, even if it's not real, even if it's play money, but real money is actually better. Even if it's a whole bunch of $1 bill, $5 bills all over here, that would also work very, very well. Okay? Now, there's also another way that I love personally myself to attract a man who is trying to spend money. The honey jar spell. The honey jar spell, okay? The honey jar spell. Make sure you wash it with Florida water. This has powder in it. So clean it out, okay? And get who it is that you're trying to get to spend money on. Even, okay, if it's just not an exact person, but a certain type of man, then you can just put your petition, okay, inside of here, okay? And you can take your picture, put it inside of here, and say, I want to attract men who have money. I want to be sweet to men who attract money, okay? But if you aiming it at a certain person, you would take your petition, now, I actually think it's best. I've seen people do it. This is just how I feel it's best. I would use the Sugar Daddy oil, okay? Sugar Daddy it up. You can even use the Come to Me oil, which we sell in our store. Come to me, bring that money. And then money oil, okay? You can put it because you want somebody who's going to spend that money on you, okay? Take a piece of your hair and put it in here, okay? Take a piece of your hair and put it in here, okay? And make sure your petition is saying exactly what it is that you want, okay? And then, I'm sorry guys, my brain is moving smooth. Slow it down, slow it down. Take some of this powder, put it on here. Close it up. Close it up, boo. Close it up. Put it on here. Take some like roses. Throw some in there. Take you a $20 bill, a $100 bill, whatever you're willing to sacrifice. Shredded money. Put it in here. You can even wrap it all up with the petition, okay? Now, you can put more money oil, blah, blah, blah. Come to me, money, or just simply Sugar Daddy, because that's what you want. So you'll pour it in there, Sugar Daddy, okay? You'll take your jar. I'm forgetting all the instructions. Now, you can use honey. You can use sugar water. You can also use, what is it called? Syrup. Like a sweet syrup, like sugar cane syrup, like some type of dark syrup. Remember, honey moves slower, syrup moves faster. Okay, put it in here. Sea wool, as we say in Haiti, sea wool. Okay, put it in here. And take your red candle and put it on here. And again, I like to work for 7 days. Take your flowers, put it here. I like to work for 7 days. Okay, that's just me. I like to work for 7 days. So guys, 7 days. Some people want to work 3, 5. It's up to you, but monitor your candle. You can burn, you know, rose incense. You can burn money incense, cinnamon, patchouli, or however you say it. Burn that to bring in the energy. You can sit with it and watch it burn, and talk to your work. Put energy into your work, okay? Put that energy into your work, okay? Put it in there. Put it in there, okay? Another way that you can work this jar, you can take this and put yourself in it, okay? If you just want people to be like generous in general, like if you're just like, look, I'm just trying to get people to be like generous. People stopping me on the street being like, girl, blah, 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 here's $100, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, you can take the money. Again, it's the same concept, okay? Your seduction, da 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 da, okay? Put some honey in there. Honey, syrup moves faster. Syrup, you know, you can even put pink, because pink petals gives people more of a heartfelt reaction. So you can take that and put it in there, and you can put your money oil that you can buy from our shop. Put the money oil. If you just want men to be generous, throw the sugar daddy in there. So guys, that is so many ways that you can work this, okay? It's not just a one way that you can have it. Like, there's even more ways that you can work it. But like, I actually have a lot of ideas. When you can even take your sachet, you can take your sachet and actually put your pitcher in here and put some, you know, oil and stuff and some sugar, and close it up and feed it some sugar daddy, okay? And feed it, make sure to feed it, okay? Guys, so many different ways, and I think I'm just going to make a part 2 so that you guys can find out more ways to work your sugar daddy kit, okay? And again, guys, pass this kit on to your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? If your homegirl